if you've got something you want to create, something you want to share with the world, don't do it for success. Is how we forge ourselves into the version of ourselves that we want to be. This is not the best we can do. This is not the best we can do individually, and this is not the best we can do collectively. But if we want to get to where we want to be for our own lives and the collective, then that's the path. We need to be better than our excuses, our laziness, the temptations and the distractions that abound in our lives to do what really matters. What's up, guys? It's Monty here. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about success and greatness and what the hell they even are. So I have been studying self-development and human potential and online business and marketing and creativity and expression and all of these things, and like health and fitness. And I have this wealth of knowledge, right, that I feel like I can share with the world. But I've noticed that I hold myself back heaps because I second guess myself. I second guess my instincts, and I lean into the models that I've studied, that other people have implemented, and none of it works for me. And the reason being that I just don't think there's one size fits all. I think that success and greatness are like states of being that allow us to bring forward the things that feel really exciting to us, that our soul is calling us to do and to share with the world. And I feel like when we try and follow someone else's model and we try in this like copy, paste, rinse, repeat style of doing life, whether that's in our personal lives, in our health and fitness goals, in our business, in our entrepreneurial journey, like whatever it is, if we're trying to follow what someone else is doing and expect to create something new and exciting and something we love and feels really true for us, I just don't think that's how we do it. So I've been pondering a lot lately, like, well, what is greatness? And what is success? And why do some people seem to be able to embody these things and bring forward countless creations over and over and over again that are amazing and beautiful and wonderful and completely unique? And why do some people not do that? And what is it that allows us to get to that place where we're just like, I don't care. I don't care what anyone else is doing. I don't care what anyone else has tried, done. That's irrelevant to me because this is what I'm doing. Because that kind of feels like where I'm at in my life is like, I have these instincts, I have these beliefs, I have these feelings around what I think is possible for me and how I want to get there and how I get to get there. And it doesn't really look like what everyone else is doing. Like it feels like I'm going against all the mainstream wisdom and conventional modern ways of, creating success, or even like, tailoring your content strategies to the algorithms and all of these things. They just feel like limitations. And it's like, if I let go of all of that, how much success can I actually create for myself by just following my own instincts? By just following my intuition, for lack of a better word, which I think it is. But I don't think that instincts and intuition are different. So then does it come back to really just clearing away all the noise, getting rid of all the old stories, all the programs, all the doubts, everything in me that says that that's not possible, or says that I have to follow a particular method or strategy to create the success that I'm dreaming of. And is that in fact greatness? Like you look at all the people who have done insane things, like Steve Jobs, for example. He didn't listen to anyone else. He didn't follow conventional wisdom. In fact, most of the people in history who have done amazing things and revolutionized the whole world and done something completely amazing were all called insane. Like no one thought they could do it. So they had to have this level of like deep self-belief and strength in themselves to be able to go, I don't care. And like this deep devotion to the work, right? To the thing that's calling them, to the vision that they have. It's like, this is all that matters. Anything else is just a distraction. How do you get there? Like, how do you cultivate that in yourself? And I think it just comes back to something like discipline. Like control of yourself and being able to validate from inside of yourself. I don't think there's one method. I don't think there's one size fits all strategy to, achieve greatness or achieve success. I think that there's pillars. I think that there's like almost virtues or like deep embodied values that are the cornerstones to us having the courage and the conviction to go, this is what I'm doing. This feels true for me. I don't care what anyone else is doing. I don't care what anyone else says. I am devoting myself to this thing because it feels true for me. And then just following that. And then I guess the real process is clearing out all the shit in yourself that comes up in the way of that, of like doubting, am I doing the right thing? Am I crazy? And being able to hold that question and go, maybe, like, I don't know. It comes back to what I was saying in my last video about being the embodiment of the shrug emoji of just like, I don't know. We can't possibly know. And I feel like, as I said in my last video as well, when we try and follow these methods, these strategies, these step-by-step processes that someone else has made off the back of their own success, it's because we're trying to control and we're trying to ensure the outcome before we do the thing. And I think that's what stops us from just doing the thing. Like, I am so tired of not just following what feels true for me because I'm doubting myself. And I think that's so much of just not doing the thing is that we want to know the outcome before we fully commit. We want to know that we can do it. We want to know that we're going to be safe and secure. It's like, none of that is certain anyway. Like, that's just life. Life is chaos. It's unknown. And it's like, well, we can shut ourselves down and not follow our dreams and hold ourselves back because of that, because the fear is so great. Or we can say, like, fuck it. I will get to the end of my life and I will regret not doing this thing. So if I lose everything, so what? What's the point of holding on to everything that you've built if it's not making you happy? Like, I honestly believe that so much of what is wrong in the world is because we're living lives we don't like. It's just true. So many people give up on their dreams and subscribe to a style of life that's just not fulfilling them because we're scared. We're scared of being different. We're scared of walking the unknown path. But it's like, well, if you want to achieve like massive success and actual greatness is not a material thing. It's not how much money you have. It's not how many followers you have. It's not how much stuff you have. It's not, a status. It's who you are. It's being able to overcome the parts of yourself that are telling you it's not worth it. There's no point. You should just give up, blah, 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 blah. And going, oh, I'm going to do it anyway. And then having the discipline, the self-control, and the courage to just go for it. Like this video right now, I really didn't want to show up today. I was like, all these reasons why I'm tired, I don't feel like it. And that just goes against my instincts because my instincts are telling me that if I just keep showing up and I keep hitting record and I keep sharing my truth and my journey of like trying to figure this out and see if it is actually possible for me to create the vision that I have for my life by going against all the mainstream wisdom of like online business, algorithms, social media strategies, all of it, and just be myself. That's what my instincts are telling me is going to get me from where I am to where I want to be. And so if I keep letting myself doubt and all the excuses and all the reasons and all the bullshit stop me from doing this, stop me from taking action, from showing up, even though my mind is telling me it doesn't matter, no one's watching, this isn't going to change the world. Well, that's irrelevant because it's the process. It's me moving past all of that to hit record, to sit down, to just speak and do it anyway. That is doing the thing. That's kind of what I've decided this channel is going to be all about, is just inspiring people to do the thing, to just do it, to give it a go, to see what's going to come from it without being attached to the outcome. Like, I don't know. I don't know where this is leading me. I don't know if I'm completely insane. I don't know if I'm just being a naive dreamer who has no grips on reality, but this feels true for me. And so that gets to be enough. That gets to be enough of a reason for me to just do it and see where it goes. If it doesn't work, then I haven't actually lost anything. This isn't hurting me. This is just taking up some of my time and energy and allowing me to become a better version of myself in the process, because I'm overcoming all my excuses and my own bullshit to sit here and make this video. Isn't that enough of a reason? Can't that be enough? Like, if you've got something you want to create, something you want to share with the world, don't do it for success. Don't do it so you seem great. Like, it's not the intention. Success is a byproduct of who you are being, and greatness is who you are being. Greatness is overcoming all of it, everything in your environment, the people around you, in your own psyche, your own emotions that are saying, don't bother. Because that's how we end up living a life that's completely unfulfilling and leads nowhere. So yeah, that's my riff. That's my riff on greatness and success. It's like, I'm looking at where in my life am I not embodying greatness? And it's like, when I look in the mirror, because I've had a huge journey with body image and fat shaming in high school. And so how I look is a huge hurdle for me. It's like my number one judgment. And I'm realizing that when I look in the mirror and I judge like my weight or how my face looks, or, I've got puffy eyes or my skin looks aged, actually what that is me looking at and judging myself for not embodying greatness. And what I mean by that is, it's a physical representation of all the ways that I've let myself down and not followed through on the things that would mean that my body feels amazing, mean that my skin is radiant, which is looking after my diet, exercising. It's discipline. It's discipline. So when I look in the mirror and I'm judging myself, it's actually, I'm looking at all the ways that I've let myself down and not been disciplined. And then I'm looking around at my life and I'm like, everything, like my entire life is actually an external representation of the fact that I've been fucking around for a really long time. That's just true. If I had not lacked discipline and not taken so long to get to a point where I'm ready to fully embody my greatness, my life would be different. And I accept that this is where I am, and I can see why everything had to pan out the way it has. But it's like, now I'm at this turning point where I can see it. And so I have the power to change it. It's that piece around awareness. You can't change that of which you are unaware. So I think that so much of moving into this space is having a ridiculous level of self-responsibility and being able to go, I don't care what everyone else around me is doing. If I want this for my life, then I get to make better choices. I get to be in control of my habits and behaviors and look after my body and my health so that I can have the energy and the vitality and the courage and the, conviction to keep showing up and keep doing the thing and just follow it and see where it's going to evolve to. So I encourage you to sit with the question, like, what is my definition of greatness and how can I embody that on a deeper level? Because I think it's the cornerstone of creating epic things. It's discipline, it's self-control. It sounds really boring, but I think it's actually the path to freedom. And if you want to dive deeper into the mechanics of that, go back and check out my video, The Freedom Discipline Paradox, because they seem to be different things, but they complement each other so beautifully. Another recommendation is, I'm listening to a book at the moment called Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. It is epic, like so well written, and puts it in language that makes you go, yeah, like this is the thing. Like, I really do believe that discipline is how we forge ourselves into the version of ourselves that we want to be. And I really believe that is so important, especially at the moment, because this is not the best we can do. This is not the best we can do individually, and this is not the best we can do collectively. But if we want to get to where we want to be for our own lives and the collective, then that's the path. We need to be better than our excuses, our laziness, the temptations and the distractions that abound in our lives to do what really matters. So, you know what? I can talk for like 15 minutes straight about something, but I never know how to finish these videos. I always get to the end and I'm like, I don't know what to say. Am I supposed to have this like fancy sign off? So I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you for watching. I am loving sharing these kind of just free form flowing videos with you guys. And again, I don't have the answer. Like, I don't think there is one. So if you have a different experience or a different perspective, I would love to hear it in the comments. And if you want to connect on social media, my Instagram handle is at the Lauren Monty. I always forget what it is because it keeps changing. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.